Hi, welcome to Foundational Film Lighting, a course for those starting out in video and film production or anyone wanting to better understand the basics of how lighting functions in photography. I'm Scott Rucci with Rucci Productions in Raleigh, North Carolina. I've been a director DP for many types of productions over the last 30 years and have a broad range of lighting experience. This course is not highly technical, but focuses on core principles and the application of those principles. It is not intended to give formulas for lighting specific scenes, but rather to give a general understanding of principles that can be adapted to any lighting situation. We hope this provides a solid foundation for you to begin to build a thorough and skillful master of lighting, or at least to better understand it in order to collaborate with lighting specialists. The course is presented in short segments, generally around 3 to 6 minutes each, which can be viewed individually or serially. Initially, we'll be dropping videos every few days until everything is posted. We expect a total of around 50 to 60 segments. In addition to the main videos, there will be a number of addendum videos on related topics and an FAQ section with answers to questions students have asked. All of the PowerPoint slides and demo videos are available at rucciproductions.com for download or review at any time. We welcome your feedback and hope to grow this effort into an ever-improving body of shared knowledge about the art and science of film lighting. Thank you for watching. Welcome to Foundational Film Lighting. In this first video, we'll outline the structure of our course and the fundamental attributes of lighting.
Before we jump into class, a word about the structure of the course. The course is divided into 7 major sections, which if you watched a section uncut, it would run about 30 minutes. The first major section is an overview of the key attributes of light that we're going to review. Intensity or power, color or frequency, direction, reflectivity, and broadness or diffusion, the spread of the light. The next 4 sections focus on each of these in detail. Now, the final 2 sections cover instrumentation and lighting controls and application of techniques in a scene, plus next steps for learning more and moving into a professional working environment. Now, for online release, each major section will be divided up into smaller parts, about 5 to 8 parts per section, and those parts are 3 to 9 minutes long each. After all of the parts are published for a given major section, we'll also publish the entire section as one long video, in case you'd like to watch it that way. Now, we're going to kick off with kind of a teaser preview and a little challenge. We're going to show you something that we shot during the final section and ask some questions that you ought to be asking when you're approaching a lighting situation. These questions address the topics that we're going to explore throughout the course. Now, near the end of the course, we're going to revisit this list of questions and give you the answers. By then, we hope you'll have a deeper understanding of what's behind each of these questions and why we want to have this kind of a mindset that will put you in a position to begin to master the art of film lighting. So let's jump in. All right. Hey, everybody. Thank you.
So this, I'm going to show you a scene. Now, we did this for the very last class that we'll be getting to, one of the last classes we'll be getting to. We lit this as kind of our final scene where we put all of our techniques together into one scene and tried to show as many techniques as we could. And the aim here is to identify the lighting elements in the image. You know, what's going on here? Are there more than one light source? Is the light reflecting off objects in the background? If I wanted to recreate this scene, how would I do it? So the objectives of this course are to help you observe the lighting around you and in media and artwork, to analyze what that light is doing and how the light sources are functioning, and to be able to apply that knowledge to your own work. So let's look at our clip. I want to talk about, analyzing lighting and thinking about observing what you see. So, I want to look at this and say, what are the attributes of the light going on here? So I'll go ahead and play this. This is a shot coming off the camera. This is the way it comes off the camera. And then we did some color grading later. This is just one of the shots we shot. But as you can see, there's a number of different light sources. And then I captured a couple of frames here. How many light sources are there? And you might have to look at more than one of these frames. What direction are those lights coming from? Where are they placed? What are the relative intensities of the lights and the resulting contrast? How much brighter is that one than that one? And how much of a contrast ratio does that create? How even and flat, or how much dramatic bright and dark do you have in the scene? What color are the lights? Are they all the same color? Do they vary? Is there a color contrast? Are they cool and warm, for instance? And does that create a mood? Does that affect the feeling of the scene? Are there objects with different reflectivity in the scene? And how does that work? How are these objects reflecting light? How is that affecting the exposure? How are brighter or darker objects exposing darker or lighter in the final exposure? And how does that affect the contrast in the scene? Darker objects and lighter objects creating overall contrast. Are there hard and soft light sources going on here? How do you tell? How is that working toward the overall mood and effect of the scene? What are we using to control the light or to shape it? What are we using to modify, what's shadow, what's lit? How do the motion in the elements when the video is rolling, the different things that are moving, how does that, create an effect for the scene? What's the overall mood? How's this scene feel? This video and these still photos with all these questions are available in the materials that you have. Now, by way of organizing the information in this course, we're going to go through some basic qualities of light. Those being power or intensity, color or frequency, direction, reflectivity of the objects that the light's hitting, and the broadness or diffusion or spread of the light source. These are the characteristics that shape the light you're seeing.
So that's a quick outline of the course. We'll be using a lot of terminology throughout the course. So if you want to brush up on these terms, you can check out the website, rucciproductions.com, for a glossary of terms. There's also a very slick video by Studio Binder full of Hollywood movies that's very entertaining to watch, and it runs through many of these terms kind of rapid fire with visual examples. There's also a syllabus of our entire course so you can see what's coming and where we are so far, plus slides with some of the charts and supporting material presented in the class, which you can refer to or download and keep for future reference. Glad you joined us and hope you find this course to be a strong building block for your future work.
New videos drop every couple of days. If you like what you see, like and follow us on our social media channels.